History remembers champions, and champions often rise from a single historic moment. For 40 years, Ironman has witnessed iconic endurance athletes turn into immortal champions whose names echo throughout history.
You are an Ironman!
But the road to become a champion is always a challenge. These formidable athletes undergo rigorous and strenuous training that puts their mental and physical fortitude to the ultimate test. Now, on Sunrise Event's 10th anniversary, brave triathletes gather on the island dubbed as the Crown Jewel of Asia to mark their names in Ironman history. They are armed with bodies pushed to break limits, minds honed to endure devastating pain, and a flaming spirit to break the impossible. And among the formidable warriors are 34 titanic professionals driven by sheer motivation and the passion to stake all they have for one title.
Game plan, go as hard as I can for as long as I can. Hopefully that gets me to the finish line first.
I would love an Asia Pac title to my name again.
I go into every race wanting to win. That's where I'm at in my career. I'm strong enough to vie for the win.
Well, I won the race 5 times, so it will be absolutely amazing to be back on the top.
I will give everything I have, and I will die on the finish line, that's for sure.
Others see the race as a test to surpass themselves and move mountains.
My biggest motivation is to become the best athlete that I can be, and I still think I'm progressing and getting better.
I just want to have a solid race all around. I want to feel strong. I just want to get the best out of myself.
It's always at stake is some personal pride. The biggest competition I always see is myself.
And some aren't only here for the title of champion, but ultimately for their love of the sport.
I love what I do, and I think you don't need special motivation for doing what you love.
It's not about necessarily winning, it's about having a great performance.
You can expect a great performance, not just from me, but from all the other girls as well. It's going to be a spectacular race.
Together, they will swim through treacherous waves, ride with resilience over the daunting road of 2 historical cities, and endure a strenuous run for the sake of crossing the historic finish line and grab the crown jewel that awaits them. This is the place where nations witness how champions are forged. This is the place where titans and heroes meet. This is the Regent Aguila Ironman 70.3 Philippines Asia Pacific Championship.
Welcome everyone to 2018 Regent Aguilar Ironman 70.3 Asia Pacific Championship Philippines!
For 10 years, Sunrise Events has been the cornerstone of triathlon races in the Philippines. Their monumental efforts in nurturing the historical sport lead to the 2nd Asia Pacific Championship here in the country.
Being awarded the Asia Pacific Championship race twice in 3 years. Congratulations.
We are ready for a great weekend here in Cebu.
At the helm stands Fred Oitengsu, who made all this possible through his vision for the sport.
There are many great things to say about the history of the event and the number of triathletes that have developed in the sport amongst the Filipinos and the foreign triathletes that we're able to invite here. And that's a very special part of putting the Philippines on the triathlete world map.
It's his passion for excellence and the mental fortitude to make things possible attracted athletes, fans, and sponsors alike to be part of the iconic Asia Pacific Championship race we have today.
I think what makes this race different from all the races, by far this is the most outstanding cast of professional triathletes we've ever had. We have 34 pros, we have world champions in different events all over, and it is just loaded.
This iconic race has amassed an outstanding number of professional triathletes, from world champions of history to iconic heroes determined to take the crown.
We've got former world champion in Craig Alexander. We have Brent McMahon, who came off a win last weekend in Canada. And we have Braden Curry, Mao Mendez, Mendez. On the women's side, we have 5-time winner in Caroline Stefan. We have Radka Kappeld, who's coming off wins, and both of them are first-time moms just coming off giving birth. And we have Mel Hauschild, who is a 2-time world champion.
Great things often come with great sacrifices. As a race that can mark its name in history, the work needed to ensure its success can be demanding. But all great things come with great people. As new friends and longtime partners jumped at the opportunity to be part of this historical event.
It's my first time in an Ironman event, but I've been aware of it because almost all my friends joined the Ironman. So I'm quite excited to see the race, and I'm actually thrilled on who's going to win this year. You have all these world-class athletes coming to Cebu for the first time, some for several times, and a lot of people follow them. And when they see Cebu, how beautiful it is, so people will discover how beautiful our country is. Actually, we should really be focusing on sports tourism, and Ironman is such a perfect way to support the sports tourism.
It has been a long-term partnership with Sunrise. We have been a partner for them for the last 6 years. 2 years as marketing sponsors, 3 years as Regent 5150, and this is our first year to host the 70.3 here in Cebu.
For Jennifer C., this race is more than one for the history books. It's the opportunity to complete her mission to drive a change in the sport of triathlon.
It is very important for us because we want to change the mind of the Filipino people on how an energy drink works. For our energy drink, we use natural caffeine, natural preservatives, and we have no sugar. It's sugar-free. So this is made for athletes. Our R&D is part of the team Aguila. He is a chemical engineer. He formulated it along with his R&D team and the production team. So we make sure that athletes can drink this.
Fiercely motivated, these outstanding people gathered to contribute to the growth of triathlon here in the country. But this spectacular event wouldn't be possible if not for the gracious hospitality of Shangri-La Mactan.
This year, when I welcome back some of you, especially the pros, it was really like being part of a big family. So it's great to have you all back with us. We do our best to make your stay a very pleasant one. Have a good race and have a safe race.
The race offers 50 qualifying age group slots for the Ironman 70.3 World Championship in France, along with a prize of $75,000. But for Fred Oiteng-Su, what makes this race special lies in the race itself.
Asia Pacific champions, you come and you win this race as a pro or as an age grouper, you become an Asia Pacific champion. So from that sense, it's very important. I think for us as an organizer, it's important. It's our 10-year anniversary. We want to make it very special.
More than the prize and the opportunity to compete in the World Championship race, what truly awaits the triathletes at the end of the finish line is the captivating medal beautifully crafted by the prestigious Kenneth Kobonpoe.
So there's a pearl here, and there's brass representing the waves from swimming, and then there's leather here to represent the track, and then the pipe, the sprocket.
A symbol that defines the journey to become champions and embodies the Filipino spirit. Triathlon is the ultimate form of endurance sports that only the bravest among the best athletes dare to challenge. In the course of its history, one company brought the epic sport to the shores of the Philippines. Driven by the mission to put the country in the sports tourism map of the world, Sunrise Events, led by Wilfred Oiteng-Su, introduced the historic Ironman races to the Filipinos.
When I decided to get involved in organizing events, I had no idea that we would see so many Filipino triathletes get involved in the sport. There's a tremendous sense of pride for all of the Filipino triathletes to have a race at home and to have that opportunity.
After 10 memorable years, Sunrise Events became the core of Ironman race events in the country. The iconic race has spread to the islands of the Philippines in Luzon and Visayas. Their sheer dedication to sharing the triathlon spirit captured the hearts of the heroic Cebuanos. This led to a partnership that continued for 7 long, fulfilling years. Since then, the Ironman 70.3 race became a fundamental event in the province. Words travel fast as they soon land in Mindanao, holding the same monumental event in the land of promise, Davao City.
This year marks our 10-year anniversary. In the 10 years since, we have expanded the number of races that we've had in the Philippines, but we can't truly say that Ironman is in the Philippines if we're not in Luzon, the Visayas, and now here in Mindanao. So now Ironman is truly in the Philippines.
Their success in bringing Ironman 70.3 races to the Philippines paved the way for the first ever full Ironman race in Subic Bay, the perfect opportunity for Filipinos to share their world-class competitiveness and relentless spirit.
10 years ago when we were in Camp Sur, we had 450 athletes doing our first 70.3. We have come a long way, baby, and thanks to all of you for making this possible.
Sunrise events led the path for Filipinos to surpass their limits and become a part of world-class affairs. They stood as a ray of hope, not only for the country's sports tourism, but as a beacon to a better, brighter Philippines. The Regent Aguila Energy Drink Ironman 70.3 Asia Pacific Championship would like to thank Aguila Energy Drink. Tamang lakas sa timpla, sa Aguila angat ka. The Regent Aguila Energy Drink Ironman 70.3 Asia Pacific Championship would like to thank our marketing partners, AlcoPlus, Air Asia,
Century Corn Tuna,
Cetaphil, Crampfix, Devant, Fern C, Mandani Bay, Metropolitan Cebu Water District, M. Louvillier Food Products, Mont Saint Michel, Mactan Cebu International Airport, Motorways, Nang Kai Development Corporation, Omega Liniment, Proza Hirose, Sanicare, Smart, Sangyong, Timex.